Check, check, check. What's up, guys? Carl Carell here. Today is another Music Gear Monday. I got a question earlier this week. How do you get clean audio when doing interviews or when doing like podcast form recording? And there is one plugin that I do recommend that is not super technical, that does a lot of the groundwork of cleaning up that audio, especially with dialogue. It is Waves NS1. It's a noise suppression plugin, very easy to use, especially when you're in noisy environments. My studio is pretty quiet. I am on a really busy street, but you can't hear a lot of noise, and that's because of the layers that I have in my walls. But when I do recording, and sometimes I leave my doors open, sometimes I like to have natural light. In order to get some of that background noise out, I use a couple different plugins, but this noise suppressor plugin by Waves is probably one of my favorite go-to plugins when it comes to quickly isolating dialogue. We're gonna look at some video I took earlier, and we're gonna throw this plugin on there and see how it sounds. So let's check that out. So what noise suppression is gonna do when you take the NS1, it's going to isolate your vocal. So what noise suppression is going to do when you take the NS1, it's going to isolate your vocal. Now really what the NS1 is designed for is for things like this refrigerator. Like the noise from this refrigerator or an AC unit or a fan that you're going to have going off in the background. Like the noise from this refrigerator or an AC unit or a fan that you're going to have going off in the background. All right, so the NS1 is perfect for an area that is somewhere where maybe you have an air conditioner running, or somewhere where maybe you have some fans in the background, or you have hum from a refrigerator. Any kind of room noise that is not too crazy loud or too crazy, this can help with. It's not going to be the best plugin for things like traffic noise or things like airplanes flying overhead. Maybe if it's far enough away, but if it's very close, it's not going to help you. It's not going to save bad audio. So if you have really, really bad audio, this is not going to save it. It's only going to enhance audio that you recorded. Something like an air conditioner or something like a fan going in the background. It's the perfect plugin for that hum noise, that room noise, things like that. So here's that same audio in Ableton. Like the noise from this refrigerator or an AC unit or a fan that you're going to have going off in the background. So again, if we use the NS1. Like the noise from this refrigerator or an AC unit or a fan that you're going to have going off in the background. Which it helps a lot. Like I said before, there are other things that you can do with the audio. Obviously, you could drag the audio in and you could chop out all the dead spots inside of Ableton, which, you know, it's not very hard to do, to chop out dead spots. Or an AC unit, like the noise from this. But, you know, if you get rid of that NS1, you're still going to have that buzz and sound in the background while you're talking. Like the noise from this refrigerator or an AC unit or a fan. You can hear it. But like I said, if you're doing an interview, doing some sort of podcast, and you're talking back and forth and you want a little bit more clear audio, if you go to waves.com right now, they got this buy one, get one thing going on. There's 129 plugins at $29, 30% off bundles. That NS1, I believe, is in this pack. Yeah, there you go. So the NS1 is $35.99, which is, it's really worth it. It's going to help your workflow, especially if you're somebody out there doing a lot of video work and needing something to edit down that video and get some cleaner audio. This guy is very, very helpful. So I hope that helps some of you guys out there. If you're doing podcasts, if you're doing interviews and things like that, this is a helpful tool. The NS1, like I said, very, very helpful. That's going to be it for today for Music Gear Monday. We'll be back in the lab next week. I'm Carl Carell. We'll see you then. Peace.
dissect.